Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. This is just going to be a timeless collective for this full moon that we're having today on October 1st. I'm doing this for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm bored. Number two, I'm shooting this in 4K, so I want to see how long, I actually just want to see how long it's going to take to upload a 4K video to YouTube, especially a reading. So if you want to watch this in 4K, go down below, hit the little gear icon, and all you have to do is change it to 4K, and you will get to see me in all my glory. But also, I feel pretty weird about this full moon as well. So, and the moon card shows up here. So this is just going to be a timeless collective, we're going to say, for any full moon. So even if you're watching this after, this is for the full moon that's on October 1st, 2020. But even if you're watching it after, this will be for you. So let's see what we get for you, collective people. And again, don't try to make this fit if it doesn't fit, but let's see here. And again, there is going to be no, this is just going to be general. It's going to be whatever comes up here for the collectives. But let's see what is going on here for the collective for this full moon. And this full moon is in Aries. I think that's why it feels so weird for everybody. Yeah, we have the 5 of Wands here. So definitely people, this is the overall energy for this moon, by the way. So I do feel like people could be feeling conflict or competition at this time, like kind of closing out cycles, which would make sense as well. And yeah, purging, a lot of purging energy. But I do feel like there could be some conflict in ending something or ending cycles here. We have the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Swords here. So again, this could be about like trying to make a decision about whether or not to end a past relationship or a relationship situation. Here you have the World here again, is what I would say here. A lot of momentum though. Again, I would say if you're ending something, or you could be upgrading something even as well. I don't know. We're going to clarify this in just a minute, collective. But I feel like there could be a lot of purging just in general going on. Maybe that's why everybody feels weird. I actually wanted to pull one of these, for this here. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. In the past position here, we have the happy card, definitely a card of happiness. She is channeling happiness in something that will make her happy in a lot of ways. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for the collective. I actually feel like this is coming in here. We do have the 6 of Cups here, which again, as I always say, I know a lot of readers read the 6 of Cups as someone coming back from the past. I would say, it's possible, but to me also, the 6 of Cups really represents needing to walk away from the past or needing to make sure to not get stuck in nostalgia as well. And again, I'm not saying that you're not going to go back to the past if someone comes back. I mean, it's perfectly possible, but I just feel like for some of you, if you are going back to the past, I would say that it looks like there's going to be, it's like both people will have upgraded with this energy here in this last row. This comes up almost every single night in the daily readings. I'm sure many of you have seen this where people are asking about someone coming back from the past. And I keep getting like the 4 of Wands coming up, which is like twin flame energy or something along those lines. And I keep saying, I mean, if both people have, upgraded and both people have changed, then there's no, I think that things could go very well here. But the real message that I'm getting is that I feel like for some of you, you could be working on something like a dream that you've had since you were younger, a dream you've had since you were a child. We have the Page of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups here. Page of Swords is like a very curious, childlike energy, but you also, it's next to the 6 of Cups here, which to me says some of you with this 8 of Pentacles could be working on a dream, and especially with this happy card as well. I'm going to connect these in just a second. I feel like you could be working on a dream or working towards something that maybe you have forgotten about with this 8 of Cups. It's almost like you're finding your true purpose with this 8 of Cups, or maybe you walked away from something. Maybe you made a sacrifice in the past. Like maybe you put your business to the side in the recent past. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else that you wanted to work on or that you want to work on in your life, and maybe you put it to the side, here. And I feel like maybe this past row is saying now you're taking the time to really work on a project or a business or something else, could be anything that is important to you, and it's probably something that will make you very happy in the near future. Next, we have this moon card. So definitely fears in this middle row is what I'd say here. I have a feeling we're going to have to clarify the crap out of this middle row here because it is kind of confusing to me, but I do feel like there are a lot of fears here. I feel like this is popping into my head as dreams. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be having a lot of dreams and things like that. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Definitely moving forward energy, moving on energy. So again, some of you could be moving on after a breakup, or But the Six of Swords, the person in the boat in the Six of Swords is still in choppy waters. They are still kind of experiencing some difficulties and challenges. So I do feel like some of you, it's popping into my head as very vivid dreams as well. So I feel like some of you could be having very vivid or very lifelike dreams about the past. Again, you have the Six of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Nine of Wands here. These dreams could be about anything, really. Showing up here as love or heartbreak with the Three of Swords here. It's like, I feel like someone could be very wounded in this situation. I would say if this is love, it's like both people are very wounded in the situation, or both people could be like the wounded warrior, like the Nine of Wands here. So I do feel like kind of a defensive energy here. I would say if you're in a situation like that, I do feel like there will be communication in the future here with this middle row. But again, this communication could either lead to an ending or just a new beginning with that World card. For others, I feel like this is you just not giving up on something. Like I said, with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like you have been putting a lot of work into a project, or maybe in the past you put a lot of work into a project or a business or an idea. It's like something can't quit here for you, collective, and whether it's love or a business, like I said, for most of you, I feel like it's a creative project or something that you're working towards with that Eight of Pentacles. It could even be very personal as well. It could be just personal development, or maybe you're trying to work on your health with this Three of Swords here, something along those lines. It's like something won't quit. You can't get it out of your mind. It's like there's something that you need to do. And I feel like this full moon could be bringing that up in you here. I feel like you're very perseverant at this time. It's like you're really willing to kind of go the distance. You have this Horse energy, which is kind of like a card of momentum. So I feel like in the near future, once like maybe a few days after this moon, you're going to notice that things are going to start speeding up in your life and things are going to start moving forward. I kind of feel like you're just, to me, I feel like saying it is what it is. I feel like you are embracing the energy as it is with this last row here. It's like you're kind of just saying, well, whatever happens, and I'm not going to let it weigh on me too much. You have the World card here. Definitely, I feel that a lot of us during this full moon could be going through a birthing process here with the full moon, or kind of experiencing some sort of completion. The Eight of Wands to me is also a card of completion. And so I feel like there could be an ending. Three of Swords here, Six of Swords, moving on type energy for some of you. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like the closing out of a cycle in your life, probably multiple cycles, judging by this moon. Even though it is in Aries, and the weird thing to me is I was looking at the astrology the other night, and I was looking at the Aries moon. I was like thinking, oh, Aries, so it's just one. It's just one thing that people could be closing out. But I actually feel like that well, the thing is, it will be aspecting Uranus, and so I feel like there could be like multiple things, multiple cycles that we're closing out, and this could lead to healing or just other things in general. So let's clarify through here. I'm actually probably going to pull an extra row as always, but I just want to see what comes up first. Between the Page of Swords here and the Six of Cups, you have the King of Hearts. This is a card of the home. So for some of you, this could be you. This could be like family or children, or someone that you want to have children with or will have children with. So for some of you, you could be thinking about having children with a person. Again, it could be anyone. So I feel like there's something involving children. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Between the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords here, Six of Clubs, I do feel like some sort of feeling separated from something has caused burdens. The Six of Clubs is a card called the Cross, and it represents having a cross to bear. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're very focused on work, but something is missing with this Three of Swords. And I don't even think that it's necessarily love, by the way, collective. It could be love for some of you, but it's probably just something emotional with this Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups represents choosing to walk away from something, choosing to kind of maybe have a breakup here, and choosing to walk through darkness so that you can get to something better, so that you can get to something else. So some of you maybe have chosen to walk away from something here, but like I would say here, I feel like you could be returning to something with this Eight of Cups, but again, maybe you chose to walk away from a business and now you're going to try again. Maybe you chose to walk away from something that's more personal to you, like a personal project, and it's like you're going to be doing it again. Between the Eight of Cups here and the Nine of Wands, you have the Mountain. Yeah, not quite sure. It's like you're not giving up on something where it's like road less traveled. The Eight of Clubs to me is called the Mountain. And again, to me, it represents like the road less traveled. And it could say that there's something where maybe you walked away from it, or maybe you gave up on it because it's like you weren't sure how it was going to come together, but you still aren't giving up on something with this Nine of Wands. So I wouldn't be surprised if after this full moon that some of you, again, start working on something like a project or a business or something that you gave up on. Could also be love as well. Between the Six of Cups here and the Two of Pentacles, you have the Two of Hearts, true love. So I feel like for some of you, this is like looking like a true love row here. Again, for some of you, you could be watching someone or someone could be watching you with this Page of Swords. I'm getting everything. This is a collective, so there are going to be a lot of messages that pop up. But I do feel like for some of you, you could be watching someone or, spying here. Could be someone who made you very happy or will make you very happy in the future. But it's like a choice needs to be made. Again, we're going to pull an extra row. We're going to see what comes up. Between the Three of Swords here and the Eight of Wands, Three of Diamonds, I do feel like if you had an ending in the past, there could have been problems with communication or things are not being seen clearly because of some sort of miscommunication with that Three of Diamonds. So for some of you, I do feel like maybe there's communication coming in. Maybe it closes out the cycle with this World card. And again, like I said, that doesn't mean you're getting back with this person. It could, but for some of you, I feel like you're just kind of like healing the situation. Between the Nine of Wands here and the World, you have the Two of Clubs. Again, communication. So the Two of Clubs to me is a card of you talking yourself into doing something. I do feel like some of you are kind of having to talk yourself into doing something that maybe you don't want to do. Here, I feel like you do want to do it. It's like you can't give up on something. You can't let something go. But again, it's probably like maybe you have a business or something along those lines. I do feel like an element of motivation here with this Horse energy. So I do feel like you're having to like really motivate yourself to do something there. On your top row, you have the Gentleman, the Ace of Hearts, which is true love, like I said. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you are going to choose true love here if you're trying to make a choice in love. Like maybe you're trying to choose like, do I invest in this person or not? Or do I go back to this person or not? I feel like you will choose true love. And again, this could be anything. So could be between new love and old love. In the middle row here, you have the Queen of Clubs. I almost feel like someone got seduced away by something here. The Queen of Clubs is a card of seduction, and this is the breakup row right here. So maybe for some of you, you experienced a breakup. Maybe money became too important to a person, or maybe they just got seduced away by something in that middle row. In your bottom row, you have the Five of Spades. Yeah, someone's going to take a risk here. So I feel like if this is a love communication for you, collective, I feel like someone is going to take a risk in a situation, but it's like I feel like they could be realizing that you are their true love here with all these cards. And I also feel for some of you, there could have just been some sort of miscommunication in a situation, I feel. So for some of you, that could definitely be the case. Seven of Swords on the bottom row as well. So definitely like some sort of tricky energy going on here for you, collective. We have the Hierophant, probably the person you'll marry. So marriage, Wheel of Fortune, turn around, someone come back from the past, and the Nine of Swords, a lot of worries here. So I feel like whoever is in this situation need to get over the worries. I feel like people need to be more flexible in this situation. So again, if this is someone coming back from the past, I really feel like there's just a need to see it from both points of view. If you're watching this from the side of the person who was broken up with here, like maybe your person broke up with you and maybe you're wondering about that person, that's why you're watching this, I feel like there was some sort of miscommunication. Maybe you're saying I was very clear with my communication. I feel like you were. That's not the point. I feel like the way, it's like they took something the wrong way, or maybe they just weren't, maybe I feel weird about this. I feel like if this is a breakup and someone broke up with you recently, in the recent past, I feel like they thought the breakup was going to go a certain way. Maybe they thought you were going to chase them. Maybe they thought that you were going to go after them or something. But I feel like there's a need to kind of like see things from their point of view here. Yeah, I feel like there's more to meet than meets the eye with this situation. But you have the Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Swords. Again, I feel like someone doesn't want to miss out on something with this Nine of Swords. Or I really, honestly, if this is someone coming back from the past, I feel like you both don't want this to end. So again, if you're watching this and you're saying, I don't want someone from the past, then I would say this isn't for you. I would say that if you don't want someone from the past, then this is a work reading. And I feel like that it's saying that you could be going back to something work-wise, and I feel like it'll lead to a lot of success as well. With the Hierophant here, you have the Four of Clubs. Four of Clubs is a card of Mercury retrograde. Again, things we're not seeing clearly. We have a retrograde coming up, but the Four of Clubs to me represents retrograde energy. So I feel like if there was a breakup, heartbreak situation, it's like things we're not seeing clearly with that retrograde energy. Again, this person could also be coming back to communicate during the retrograde as well. I feel like it could be someone you marry. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Seven of Diamonds, communication. There will be communication. Eight of Wands, Seven of Diamonds, Wheel of Fortune. Definitely there will be communication from the past here, collective. And Ace of Clubs, marriage, the ring. So I feel like for some of you, maybe there could be someone coming back from the past and you could be marrying them. Obviously, if this was not a positive relationship, I would say, if there's abuse or anything crazy like that, I would definitely avoid it at all costs, of course. But if this was mostly positive and maybe there was just a miscommunication that broke the two of you up, then I feel like this is something that could be healed. Again, for others of you, I feel like this is talking about you working on something that you've wanted to do for a long time with that Six of Cups there. The Six of Cups to me could represent something from the past. And it's like Eight of Cups. It's like I feel like you're finding, what's really popping into my head for you if you're not looking for love is I feel like you are finding your love of something again. So it's like maybe you used to do something for work or in business, or it could just be personal as well. And it's like you're falling in love with some sort of activity again is kind of what's popping into my head here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're trying to really focus at this time is what I would say here for the collective. Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like King of Wands to me is raising something like a child. And you have all these cards of children, Six of Cups, Page of Swords here. So for some of you, could literally be raising children. For others, this card to me represents raising something like a child here. So I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you're just really focusing at this time on something like a project or a business, and that will lead to a lot of success. So that's pretty much what I have for you, collective. I do want to see, should you reach out here? Four Cups here, and which would kind of say no. Knight of Cups. I feel like for those of you who are dealing with a breakup, that your person is probably going to reach out. The Moon, again, fears. It's like both people want to reach out here. Is what I would say to you, collective. It's like both people want to make an offer, but no, there's too many fears in the way. So I feel like someone needs to overcome their fears in a love situation and reach out again. So that could be you, by the way, or it could be your person. And I feel like again, I almost feel like dreams are kind of affecting this situation, or this person's dreams will be forcing this person to reach out, change. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some sort of change here regardless. Yeah, someone needs to be bold, assertive. Someone needs to take the lead in this situation, or else it's going to end. Ten of Swords. So again, regardless, I feel like this reading is just talking about ending a cycle. And I feel like it'll be positive. So, like I said, strange times. I feel like this moon is weird. I actually am not crazy about this reading right now that I just did. I feel like it's a good reading, but, I feel like it could have been better. But that's what I feel there. So definitely could be someone coming back from the past. Like I said, everybody's been asking about people coming back from the past in the daily reading. So it doesn't really surprise me that on a collective level, this would come up, is what I would say to you. So that's that. So thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy this full moon.